Hey, Perfect Spirit. I'm Sam Shelley, the Miracle Man. Now let's create a miracle in your life, right here, right now. Today, I want to talk about, can you imagine a day without medicine? For those that are chronically sick, can you really imagine a day where you no longer need medicine? If you asked me 10 years ago, I said no, that would have been impossible. Like January of 2011, I said that was impossible. But I knew by the spring, summer of 2011, it was indeed possible. So I was taking this medicine for 20, 30 years for the bipolar, the MS, the psoriasis, the psoriatic arthritis, and what else did I cover? I think I covered the migraines, psoriasis, psoriatic arthritis, bipolar, and MS. Yeah, everything I was taking medicine for. I had a handful of pills that I would take every day. 13 different medications, a daily injectable for the MS, all this stuff. But yet I could never imagine my life without that stuff. And I had my rituals, my routines, that I'd go see the doctor to get my medicines refilled. But I had no concept that I would actually improve because I believe the chronic disease story that once you have this, it doesn't go away. It's like once you lose your health, it's gone forever. All that is nonsense. That's all the head trash that's not serving you, it's not supporting you, and it's not really you. That you're not bipolar, you're not MS, you are perfect spirit. That consciousness, that energy that lives within you. Because this body is temporary, but we get very attached to this body. So just imagine your world without the stories, without the head trash. Would you have any limitations? Would there be anything holding you back? If you just let go of your complete mental junk drawer, your own internal stories and the stories from others, and all the things you read, you heard from others. I heard so many stories from my doctors. Yep, you're going to live with this the rest of your life. There's no cure. Well, yeah, there is a cure. There is a cure within you. If we just take 5 minutes a day, you will discover the cure for you, your own unique recipe. That there is a 5-minute cure. Are you willing to sit for 5 minutes a day? So if you want to imagine a world without medicine, without a cane, without depression, without panic attacks, are you worth 5 minutes a day? That you don't need anything fancy out there, if you will, like fancy courses, fancy teachers. You have your best teacher right here. So the true spiritual teachers, if you will point you back to you. They won't have you do all this busyness, stuff that doesn't make a difference. Just sit there and just be quiet, be still. If the mind gets busy, it's like, okay, what am I sitting on? Where are my feet? Where are my hands? What do I hear? Because all those elements are right here in this moment. This is where all your power is. But yet we're accustomed to giving our power to those outside of ourselves. Oh, they know what's best for me. Oh, I need to listen to them. They have good advice for me. My advice for you is to look inward. What is best for you? Have people point you back to yourself. But we get into the state of being other referred, if you will, that it's others out there. They're to blame for all my issues, my situation. No, it's really up to us to create that reality. That destiny is not fixed. And every moment that we're here in this moment changes our destiny, changes our path. So imagine a world without all these limitations, without medicine, depression, panic attacks, psoriasis, migraines, cancer. You name it, I've seen it disappear. I've seen it go away. Because that spirit, that consciousness within us, perfect spirit, can do all things. So just be thankful that you're alive. If you're alive with awareness as yourself as perfect spirit, you are unstoppable. You are the superhero. The superhero within you is perfect spirit. That I talk about every Sunday, the superhero Sunday, that you are the superhero. No one outside of you is going to save you. It really starts with you. No matter what, if you don't believe it, it won't become so. But once you start to get the beliefs aligned with perfect spirit, then life sort of magically transforms. And it's really my goal to see your life magically transform very quickly. Very quickly it can transform. I was taking 13 medicines a day, a daily injectable, these 5 ailments, these 5 diseases, and I have none of that today. I could have never imagined that 10 years ago. And definitely not, 30 years ago when I was in the midst of bipolar and suicidal and all that craziness. I could never imagine a day without medicine. And even my doctors can't imagine a day without medicine. Because I was going off those medicines, my doctors were sort of freaking out and panicking. Like, oh, do you know what you're going to do to yourself? Putting this fear into you. But you ultimately have to know what's best for you. Yes, there are some cases where we need medicine. Like people that have transplants and they need some medicine so the body doesn't reject that transplant. There is actual medicine that we need. But we know what we need from this deeper place. It'll be like, yes, take this. And that's it. It won't give you any story, any reason that I talked about yesterday, that intuition versus head. Spirit will simply say, you need medicine. Take this. Take that. It won't give you the story. It won't be saying, take this so your body doesn't reject medicine. Take this so your blood sugar stays at a good level. It won't give you those kind of stories. It'll say, yes, you need this. Yes, you need that. Because the world out there, if you will, are tools or aids. But we have to be the captain. We have to drive our ship and not give the steering wheel for the ship. You can't give that to another person. Because they'll go someplace where they want to go. And if it's the mind in control, it wants to lead you into ditches. It wants to make you a shipwreck because it'll slam you into the rocky shores. It's all sorts of things. So just a little heart-to-heart today that just imagine your life without this mental junk drawer, this head trash. Imagine 5 minutes a day to cure yourself. And that is the book I'm writing next, The 5-Minute Cure, Unlocking Miracles. Because you are the miracle creator. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your opinions will either decide if you get a miracle or not. Are they supportive? Or are they blocking? All those kind of questions. It's really about surrendering this and acting from this deeper place. That you do have to take action. You do have to move your feet when that insight comes. Because the mind will do everything it can to destroy that belief, that insight that will make your life better. Because the mind hates not knowing. The mind wants to map everything out. But spirit acts in this moment, step by step by step. And the mind grows impatient very quickly. And it hates not knowing. I frequently say the mind is comfortable with being uncomfortable. The mind would rather have you suffering than be pain-free if it's used to being filled with pain. It will cling to that. It will be addicted to that. That's why it's Head Trash Anonymous. Because the mind is addicted to the pain, the suffering, the limitations. It's all nonsense. I'm living proof it's nonsense. All the clients that I've worked with in the past will tell you it's nonsense. They got rid of this and they created a miracle in their life. They were their own magician, if you will. But we're not taught this in society. We're always watching, if we're watching TV, they're giving us all these fear messages, all these things that we're lacking. just trying to put you down constantly. But I'm here to uplift you, saying you can do all things. You're alive. You're breathing. What can you do right here, right now, that's going to improve the next moment? Learn to be here and allow that wisdom to arise. It's just out of the stillness, this wisdom just rises up. You can't explain it. It just sort of happens. And if you want a real witness to this, you can just watch an Eckhart Tolle video. When he's answering audience questions, he'll read the 3x5 card. He say, oh, that's a good question. I would like to know the answer too. And he just gets quiet, he gets still, and then the wisdom rises up. People will ask me the craziest things. I won't know the answer, but if I sit, an answer will arise. It's like when I'm reading for someone. I'll see something, I won't know what it means, but I'll say to them and I'll be like, aha, yeah, I understand, I get it. So where did that come from? It all comes from perfect spirit, because we are one with all that is. So just imagine your world without limitations, stories, depression, panic attacks. Whatever it may be can be gone in an instant. But for me, it took me a little time. It took me 3 months to figure out I was perfect spirit. Then another 16, 17, maybe 18 months for the body to catch up to that knowing. Where I got off all the medicine, got rid of the cane, get rid of the cooling vests. But I learned to follow my own intuitive voice, to march to our own drummer. But that's so hard for the mind to do. The mind likes being comfortable. Regardless if you're in pain or not, comfort is the priority, along with safety. Are you comfortable and safe? Good. That's all the mind cares about. You're not in any immediate danger, so you're a little uncomfortable. That's the mind. Get rid of that. Create the life you want, and let's do this. Let's live a magical life. All right, take good care of yourself, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.